Hello and welcome all to the 48th part of the series on self-exploration. Joining the dots, contemplating, comprehending and sharing it with you all raw. All that sounds great is the grace of all those who have blessed me, and all that sounds not so great is my limitation. Here I come again with another masterpiece in Marathi poetry. This time written by a rural poet, Nadho Mahanor. The poetry filmed as a song in one of the epic movies of Marathi, Jait Re Jait. And how does this song get related to me? It's an all-time favorite song, and it talks of shredding skins, throwing the unwanted burdens of society and norms of society and breaking free and breaking free. And this connects to me in a very different angle one day when I listened to a discourse by Sadhguru on spirituality on streets. Spirituality on streets. How to bring spirituality in every common man. How to think of bringing spirituality to the commoner. How a commoner must adapt to spirituality. It was a wonderful discourse by Sadhguru, and somehow the words of this song fit so mystically and so perfectly with this course that it's actually hands-on joining the dots. Or should we call it coincidence? Should we call it vision? Or should we call it omnipotence? Presence of the same power everywhere, and when it starts telling us, it starts telling us from absolutely everywhere. Throwing skins, मी रात टाकली, a song written by Nadho Mahanor for film Jait Re Jait in Marathi and beautifully composed by our most respected and magnificent composers Hridaynath Mangeshkar. मी रात टाकली. मी रात टाकली, मी कात टाकली. मी रात टाकली, मी कात टाकली. मी मुडक्या संसाराची बैलाज टाकली. मी रात टाकली. I threw my skin. I threw my skin. I shred my skin. And I abandoned the apprehension of calling the means of life as life. This is what Sadhguru says in the discourse. Do not call the means of life as life. Life is something completely different, completely open. It's like throwing yourselves to the winds of Himalayas or to the waters of Ganges, breaking free from these custodial norms of life. मी रात टाकली, मी कात टाकली, मी मुडक्या संसाराची बाई लाज टाकली. I'm no more brought down, bogged by the foolish norms of society. I experience life. I experience life. हिरव्या पानात चावळ चालती. What happens when you start breaking the rules of life, when you start breaking the rules of society? People are going to look back at you. People are going to look back at you. You're going to be criticized. You are bound to be criticized. They will all say that you are doing something not very acceptable. They will shrug their shoulders. They will they will criticize your behaviors. They will criticize the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you behave, just because you are breaking the rules laid by this society. हिरव्या पानात चावळ चावळ चालती. Look how she is walking. भर ज्वानीतली नार अंग मोडत चालती, as if she has been overwhelmed by her youth, her bosom. Look how she is doing. They will never appreciate, they will always criticize. But one who has shed the skin and one who has break herself or break himself free, she is like a bird flying in the sky high. And she as if takes the blanket of the whole sky on her. या पंखांवरती मी नभ पांघरती. Who stops me? Who stops me? The skies, the clouds are my blanket and I take them on my wings. मी मुक्त मोरनी बाई चांदण्यात नाती. It's like flying high, flying free, feeling free, like the peacock doing the ecstatic dance in the midnight, in the shining stars of the midnight. It's experiencing the bliss when you take off the burdens from your head. Then you can take the world in your stride. Then you can take the world in your stride. If they appreciate this carefree form of yours, they gain, because they see someone behaving like they can never do. And if they have the spirit of appreciating that spirit of someone who's breaking free, they are going to gain. And if they don't appreciate, they are losing, not you. Not you. You have actually got something which takes you beyond any norms of the society. Once again, that reminds me of Tukobarai. When he used to sit in deep meditations, and when he came back, and it was Shivaji Maharaj, Shivba, who offered him ornaments and all wealths, and Tukoba looked at him with a pitied eye, saying, "You're a king and you're a very efficient king, but how do I explain to you the bliss and the wealth and the prosperity that I am experiencing on that side of this world? मी मुक्त मोरनी बाई चांदण्यात धाटी." Who will know the joy of that peacock who is dancing ecstatically in the moonlight? अंगात माझिया भिनलाय ढोलिया. Every drop of my blood dances to the tune of the one to whom I am tuned. I am excited. Every drop of my blood is excited. It is like percolated in my system. Dholiya, the one who bangs the drums. The drums of ecstasy in my mind, the drums of ecstasy in my heart. He percolates in my system. मी भिंगर भिवरी त्याची गोमालन झाली. I go around him. I go around him like a cycle, like a ring. I've become fond of him. I'm drawn to him. I cannot see anybody else besides him. मी बाजिंदी मनमानी बाई फुलात नाली. I have become carefree. Whenever we show the courage of getting obsessed, to get obsessed and to say it with a raised head that yes, I am obsessed. Yes, I cannot see anything beyond that. Let the world call you mad. They will call you mad. Let the world call you mad. But when you tear the skin, when you tear off, Sadguru assures us to drip with ecstasy. Tear off your skin. Sadguru, yes, of course, Sadguru Jaggi Vasudev, and Sadguru, the essence of the world. That controlling power that pulls us towards itself is Sadguru, and when we show the courage of getting obsessed in throwing ourselves without thinking of the consequences, that is when we become eligible to experience the nectar, the elixir. That is when Sadguru can drip us with ecstasy. मी रात टाकली, मी कात टाकली, मी मुडक्या संसाराची बाई लाज टाकली. I throw it off. Let the world say, हिरव्या पानात चावळ चालती. How is she behaving? भर ज्वानीतली नार अंग मोडीत चालती. She is breaking the rules of the society. But I still say, ह्या पंखावरती मी नभ पांघरती. I take the clouds on my wings and I fly high. I fly free. मी मुक्त मोरनी बाई. I'm a free peacock. I'm a free bird dancing in ecstasy in the moonlight. अंगात माझिया भिनलाय ढोलिया. My every beat dances. My every beat is attuned to the one who catches my attention, who draws me towards himself. And I have become fond of him. I am obsessed by him. I go around him. My thoughts always go around him. And I as if bathe in flowers, showers of flowers on me. This is spirituality on streets. This is spirituality on streets. In simple, unintended words. Unintended words. That is what Sadguru talks of in this discourse. And this is what a commoner in the film. She is a tribal. Illiterate per se, but the experience that she puts in these words cuts off the wisdom of the biggest revered people. In simple words, she explains the absolute truth. Getting obsessed and then dripping with ecstasy. मी रात टाकली, मी कात टाकली. This whole revelation was itself a drop of bliss for me. Oh wow, every line fits so well with this discourse. Completely enjoyed. Thank you, Sadguru, and thank you, Nado Mahadur, and thank you, Hridaynathji, for this wonderful song and this wonderful understanding. We'll keep exploring some such ideas. They may sound crazy, but they are joining dots. The whole world is one system, and we experience omnipotence of that power anywhere and everywhere once our vision changes. Stay tuned. Thank you for joining in. Bye.